Hey everyone, it's Zara, and I'm back to film a plan with me. This is using a kit from Paper Bow Prints, and this was one of her mystery kits. I want to say it was maybe for like February or March, but it was just a really beautiful mystery kit. Had definitely like homey vibes, and especially since, I don't really have any specific plans going on, and usually like if there's a specific movie coming out or if we're going to visit someone, or I don't know, you try to like do a kit based off of what you're doing for the week. And since there was nothing spectacular that we did this week, I decided to use just kind of this anytime stay at home kind of a kit, cozy kit. And then one thing to mention is Paper Bow Prints is no longer open, but I still really love her shop and her stickers, and so I have, a ton of her stuff, especially her icons. I have so many icons, and you'll see even in the spread, a lot of icons came with the kit, but then I also pulled in some icons just from my collection from her shop, in addition to, other stickers as well, but a lot of stickers. Another thing to note is that I did pull in some date covers, or not date covers, date numbers from 472 in Maine. I didn't really pull in a lot of foil, but I don't mind pulling in like foil date numbers, even if I'm not pulling in foil for the rest of the spread, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. This was, like I said, a kind of a lazy week. We've still been watching a Disney movie a day, just because our Disney trip got, canceled / postponed. Hopefully we'll get to go on it later in the year, but, if we don't, we're just trying to add a little Disney magic to our, day-to-day lives, if that all makes sense. And so, yeah, and then by, like, us watching Disney movies, sometimes it's my fiance and I, and sometimes it's just me, depending on what his schedule looks like, just because he works like a typical 9 to 5 kind of a job, and I don't. Like sometimes I work in the morning, like kind of like similar hours to that, and then sometimes I close the pharmacy, and so I work until 9 p.m. And so just depending on what my work schedule looks like, sometimes it just doesn't work for us to watch it at the same time because he's working and, I'm not. So anyways, moving on to Monday. Monday, I placed a grocery order. This was the first time we placed a grocery order in a couple of weeks. The last couple of times we went to the grocery store, we just went and did it quick. But it was nice to just be able to order groceries because, then you don't have to like go in the grocery store. But they only had like one time available when I had looked just to see if there were any openings. And so I had to like quick do my grocery order. And then like the pickup time wasn't until Friday. So then later in the week I amended it. But that grocery sticker is from Paper Bow Prints, as well as the glasses icon to mark down that I read my book this day. I did a lot of reading this week. I actually read like 2.5 books, which is, very, very good. Then on, after I marked down reading, I marked down that I was watching The Reluctant Dragon. That was my movie for the day. And I used emojis to mark down all of our movies this week because I had emojis that, pretty much marked what we were watching. The dragon sticker that I had, that was an emoji sticker, I think from like the Chinese New Year sheet, was very colorful, and so I didn't pull in the actual dragon sticker, but I did pull in this tea sticker because, in the film they watch, or they have like a tea party at one point, so I thought that was kind of a roundabout way to mark it. Then I marked down work with these Paper Bow Prints stethoscopes, and I'll mark it that way this whole week. And then this was the day that they said that we, no longer were doing immunizations. They said we could still do like emergency immunizations. So I don't know, if someone comes in and they said they just stepped on a rusty nail and they need a tetanus shot, we could probably give them that. But if you're just coming in to get, something that's not emergent, then they said to just hold off on doing those shots, which I think is a good call. And then I think I said that syringe sticker is also from Paper Boat Prints. And then the other two icons I used for this night, the credit card and the mail sticker, are from the kit as well. So I marked down that I browsed our Easter clearance, got some good deals on some candy, and then my fiance, his family actually sent me some face masks. We had been going to get them at work, but they hadn't arrived yet, and so they just sent me some that they had at their house. Originally I thought she was going to sew me some face masks, but she actually had legit, face masks, which was nice. So then moving on to Tuesday, I marked down paying bills, and that money sticker is from the kit. Then I had just a little checklist of things to do. We were waiting until the next week to reschedule our Disney trip, but this was the day I canceled our flights just because I knew we weren't going to be going on the trip, and so I was trying to slowly cancel things. And then I also had to renew my pharmacist license. And then I also did some filming and editing. So I pulled in this big flat lay sticker from Papershire to mark that in. And then our movie for this day was Dumbo, which I'd never seen before. And I actually thought it was really cute, even though, it's a little bit sad. And again, that is elephant sticker is from the Coffee Monsters Co. Then I marked in work, and then this was the day that we actually got our face mask delivery, and so, at work. So it was just kind of ironic that it was the day before I got face masks from, his family, and then this was the day that, work actually, we got the official face masks, or whatever you call them. So I just used this kind of side-eye emoji, or, emoji, just to mark that in, because I just thought it was kind of ironic. And then on Wednesday, I marked down reading, and I used a Coffee Monsters Co. Emoji to mark that in. Marked down work, and then my fiance has been taking a class. He wants to do this computer certification. I think it's a security computer certification. And so he has been taking that class on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays I typically work until 9 o'clock, and so that doesn't affect me because I'm at work when his class is going on. But on Wednesdays, it does affect me because then it's he has class pretty much, the whole night. And so that sticky note was from the kit. And then I also marked down that I worked on some videos using another sticker from the kit, that laptop. And then this night I watched Bambi, another movie that I've put off watching my entire life. It was a cute movie. It had its sad moments. And it was kind of funny because I was watching it, I fell asleep, and then I woke up and Bambi was older and his mom wasn't around, and I knew that I had missed the part where she had died, and so I had to rewind it just to watch the saddest part of the movie, and so I used this "Is it bedtime yet?" sticker from the Littlest Planner just to mark down that I was really tired and fell asleep and was finished the movie, but then immediately went to bed. And then on to Thursday I marked down playing The Sims. This was the day I think I restarted playing the 100 Baby Challenge, which if you watch I don't know who, it's BuzzFeed that puts it on, but they have these videos on the 100 Baby Challenge that I've been watching since last year. It's been over a year that they've been doing it, and it's just so funny. And so this was the day that I restarted the challenge because I started playing it on a different computer that didn't have it installed. And then I marked down buying my bridesmaid gifts, since my bridesmaids live far and wide, and even the ones that live close, I don't know when I'll be able to see them next. I wanted to get them something special to mark down, or, to ask them if they'll be my bridesmaids. And so I have this candle sticker from River and Ink to mark in that I bought them. And then our movie for this day was Saludos Amigos, and so I used this camera emoji. Again, it's kind of like a roundabout way of marking it, but in it, like, Donald is a tourist in these South American countries, and so, like, there's definitely, like, scenes where he's, like, taking pictures of stuff, and so I thought, like, in a roundabout way, it made sense. And then I marked down that our landscapers came this day to start putting it, like, to talk about what we were going to be doing in the yard, and, kind of what our plan was. And then I finished our grocery order. So the watering can and the, like, checklist paper and pen sticker are from Paper Bow Prints as well. Marked down work, and then this day was when they extended our closures. They said we'd probably be closed at least through the end of May, and so I just used an alarm clock sticker from the kit. So moving on to Friday I played some more Sims, and then that I guess it's a desktop sticker, is from Planneresque. Then I marked down work, and then this was the day that they made our mask wearing mandatory, so, like, you have to wear your masks at work, otherwise you don't get to work, unless you have, like, some medical reason why you can't wear it. But I didn't put a sticker in there yet, just because I have some on order from Once More with Love that I'll just wait and put in when those arrive. Hopefully I don't forget, but that's the plan anyways. Then my fiance went and picked up our grocery orders, so he used a grocery icon from the kit, and I had to use this kind of, like, side eye, like, emoji to mark down that it was just kind of annoying because they gave us milk that expired literally on Monday, so, like, 4-day milk, and so that was just kind of a little bit irritating, or just a little bit annoying, just because we're doing the grocery orders, we're trying to, like, stock up on a lot of things, and then basically it was like, well, you're gonna have to come back or go to a store in 4 days again, because the milk isn't gonna last you that long. And I got a full gallon, so we just had so much milk that we had to drink up. So then for our movie this day, we watched The Three Caballeros. So I used, I think it was from, like, to mark from her holiday sheet to mark down, like, Cinco de Mayo, this, like, maracas emoji to mark that in, and then I did some reading, and so that read sticker is from Exo Mama Plans. Moving on to Saturday I played some more Sims, and then I was binging My Favorite Murder, the podcast, and so I used this like, headphone sticker from the kit. Then we went on a walk, and so I used a shoe sticker from the Hummingbird Planner. And then after our walk, I did some cleaning, so I used a dishes sticker and a laundry sticker from the kit, just to mark down that I kind of, like, tidied up. And then this day as well, I was making zuppa toscana soup, which is my favorite soup that they have at Olive Garden. It's the one that has the potatoes and the sausage. Oh, it is so good. And I've made this recipe before, but it's been a couple of years, and so it was really delicious to make it and, eat it. So, anyways, this, like, cooking emoji is from, the Coffee Monsters Co. as well. And then our movie this day was called, Fun and Fancy Free, and it was, like, another, like, kind of short story, film, I guess. And so one of the stories had a bear as the character, so I used this bear, emoji to mark that in. So then moving on to Sunday. Sunday was a really, really lazy day. We started off by doing some planning. I planned, and then watched some shows on my DVR. I think I was watching, like, How to Get Away with Murder, maybe some Grey's Anatomy. And then I pulled out a puzzle, which I haven't done in a while, but my grandma has like nonstop been talking about how many puzzles they've done since they've been in quarantine, or, self-isolation. And so this puzzle sticker is from the Prairie Planner. Then we watched the One World concert, which had been the night before, but we had taped it. And I used this like sobbing emoji to mark that in because it just like really hit me in the feels, and I was like crying for most of it. And then after that, we went on a really long walk. And then I did some vacuuming, like vacuuming my stairs, and then my vacuum, there was like a problem with it. I think it overheated. So then it just like wouldn't turn on. And then of course, when my fiance finally had the chance to look at it, it turns on right away. So I'm pretty sure it just overheated itself because I was doing a lot of vacuuming. But I used this shoe sticker just to mark that little checklist in, since I didn't have enough room to put a vacuum sticker as well. And then we watched Melody Time for our movie, and so I used an emoji listening to music, like he has headphones in. And then this day we were supposed to go see a play. We were supposed to go see The Music Man, which is one of my favorite musicals. I love The Music Man. And so since we were unable to go to the play, obviously, because the theater's closed, I used this, an actor plans Music Man deco to mark in that we watched it at home. We ended up just like buying the 1960s version of it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will just catch you, in my next video. Bye now.